the owner of Serenity was a retired Air Force, and so that may have been the connection. But he recommended that I talk to Ravi, and so I made that call and explained to Ravi what my issue was. And he came out, he brought a couple fellows out, and they took a look and said they thought they could help me. But the veterans people, every one of the people that we dealt with was highly professional, very focused to the point, which I appreciate. And they kind of impressed you as veterans, the way things are done, etc. And we really appreciate that, no nonsense. I'm going to do what I say every time. I'm going to meet my commitments, and the customer focus that veterans has just been great. One of the more customer focused companies I've ever dealt with. Veterans really got started on it in July of this year. Once they did the deinstall, took the equipment down, and then the roof was replaced. That was completed in July, and so the reinstall was done the correct way. And we were actually commissioned a week ago by CPS. So it all happened very quickly, and so now we're producing power.
What was your experience with us when you started dealing with us as far as that, when you were dealing with a representative from our company? Did we ever send you, other than getting your roof done, how was that different?
Well, during the installation process, I'm only dealing with veteran personnel. And everybody that came on site seemed to know, interestingly, the status of everything and what needed to be done next. And everybody was all in tune and singing to the same march, so to speak. That wasn't the case previously with subcontractors that would just show up unannounced. We would never know. Veterans always let us know what the plan was. They were very workmanlike when they were here. And at the end of the day, they always did a walk around. Anytime you're dealing with things on the roof, things fall. And they always did a walk around, and at the end of the day, you could never tell they were here other than more progress was made on the installation.
Would you recommend us, and why you'd recommend us?
Well, I highly recommend veterans. And the reasons are that everything is very forthright, everything is upfront. Like I said before, the company makes commitments and then they deliver on those commitments every time. I think Ravi is a great leader. He's a no-nonsense guy, but he's very, very open to suggestions and customer comment. I have been nothing but delighted, and really exceeded my expectations, particularly after my previous experience in the solar field. This is a night and day difference. And like I said, and I will stand by it, if the person that you're buying the solar system from is not going to do the installation and maintain that responsibility throughout the process, don't do it. Find people who will, and veterans will do that.
Was there any point that you were unclear about the scope of our work, what we were going to do or weren't going to do? Was there any gray areas? And if there was, great, let us know. And
no, the only gray areas, and you guys did, I think you guys did a great job on it. The only gray areas, of course, were waiting on the county inspection, Bear County inspection. Everything happened just as you guys said it would happen. So now on my iPhone, I can get production numbers every 15 minutes. It's great. And and you guys made that very easy.
Any last little tidbit of knowledge or nugget that you want to share about the experience?
Yeah, I think it's the one I was always, particularly after my prior experience, I was always interested in what to expect and when to expect it. In the past, you never knew what to expect, and many times nothing ever happened. So I was always asking Ravi, I was asking Jose, I was asking other people, well, what's the next step and when will it happen? They always told me, and the time frames that they had mentioned were always met. So I got very confident very quickly with veterans, because again, if Ravi or one of the staff members said this would happen 2 weeks from today, it happened 2 weeks from today, without fail. So you get a great deal of comfort when you know you're dealing with folks that you can rely on like that.